Chapter 1 of Grace Harlowe's sophomore year at high school. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Christine Blachford. Grace Harlowe's sophomore year at high school by Jessie Flower. Chapter 1 A Declaration of War. "Anne, you will never learn to do a side vault that way. Let me show you," exclaimed Grace Harlowe. The gymnasium was full of high school girls, and a very busy and interesting picture they made, running, leaping, vaulting, passing the medicine ball, and practicing on the rings. In one corner a class was in progress, the physical culture instructor calling out her orders like an officer on parade. The four girl chums had grown somewhat taller than when last seen, a rich summer vacation tan had browned their faces, and Nora O'Malley's tip-tilted Irish nose was dotted with freckles. All four were dressed in gymnasium suits of dark blue, and across the front of each blouse in letters of sky blue were the initials OHSS, which stood for Oakdale High School Sophomore. They were rather proud of these initials, perhaps because the lettering was still too recent to have lost its novelty. "Never mind," replied Anne Pierson. "I don't believe I shall ever learn it, but, thank goodness, vaulting isn't entirely necessary to human happiness." "Thank goodness it isn't," observed Jessica, who never really enjoyed gymnasium work. "It is to mine," protested Grace, glowing with exercise and enthusiasm. "If I couldn't do every one of these stunts, I should certainly lie awake at night grieving over it." She gave a joyous laugh as she vaulted over the wooden horse as easily and gracefully as an acrobat. "I'd much rather dance," replied Anne. "Ever since Mrs. Gray's Christmas party, I've wanted to learn." "Why, Anne," replied Grace, "I had forgotten that you don't dance. I'll give you a lesson at once. But you must first learn to waltz, then all other dancing will be easy. Just watch me while I show you the step," Grace continued. "Now you try it while I count for you. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's right, just keep on practicing until you are sure of yourself. Then, if Jessica will play for us, I'll waltz with you." "With pleasure," said Jessica. "Anne must learn to waltz. Her education in dancing mustn't be neglected another minute." Anne patiently practiced the step while Jessica played a very slow waltz on the piano and Grace counted for Anne. Then the two girls danced together, and under Grace's guidance Anne found waltzing wasn't half as hard as she had imagined it would be. By this time the gymnasium was almost empty. The class in physical culture had been dismissed, and the girls belonging to it had withdrawn to the locker rooms to dress and go home. The four girl chums were practically alone. "I do wish the rest of the basketball team would put in an appearance," said Grace, as she and Anne stopped to rest. "We need every minute we can get for practice. The opening game is so very near, and it's really difficult to get the gymnasium now, for the juniors seem to consider it their especial possession. One would think they had leased it for the season." "They are awfully mean, I think," said Nora O'Malley. "They weren't at all nice to us last year when we were freshmen and they were sophomores. Even the dignity of being juniors doesn't seem to improve them any. They are just as hateful as ever." "Most of the juniors are really nice."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?